Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Mine do. I can tie them in knots and bows.
No, seriously though. Some people have earlobes that are hanging, which is to say that they are not attached to the skin of the neck. Others have earlobes that are attached. It's just a genetic difference. Genes come in pairs. Each parent gives you one gene either for a hanging earlobe or an attached earlobe. You might have received a hanging earlobe gene from your father and a hanging earlobe gene from your mother, or attached earlobe genes from both, or hanging earlobe genes from both. I drew you a little picture. This is the hanging earlobe gene. That is dominant. And this is the attached earlobe. That's recessive. So I'm going to make a big H for hanging and a little a for attached. The big H being for the dominant, the little a being for recessive. Now here's a question for you. Which trait do you think is more common, the hanging earlobe or the attached earlobe? Explore this question in your classroom to kick off a study of genetics. First, have each student determine whether his or her earlobes are attached or hanging. Your students will be able to make a Punnett square. This is my Punnett square. Remember that we had a big H for the dominant hanging earlobes and a little a for the recessive attached earlobes. So you mark them out in a grid. One parent has the option to give an H or an A, the other parent has an option to give an H or an A. And then you fill in your square by putting together the things that are in those columns. So here we have an H there, and an A from this side, and an A from both sides here. And in this way, you can see that we have 3 quadrants which have the dominant hanging earlobes. We'll give it 3 hash marks there, and only 1 quadrant that has the recessive attached earlobe. I would say that hanging earlobes are the winner here. Not all students will be able to get this data. So if they can't, make sure that all your students are working together in groups with at least one person that's able to get that bit of data from both biological parents. Graph the results of all the Punnett squares and compare that to the classroom graphs and calculations. Now, you should be able to conclude that free hanging earlobes are more common because there were 3 ways to come up with free hanging earlobes and 1 way to come up with attached earlobes.